grasp fantastic as well, and it can really break up your ability to find targets and actually get engages going in a 5v5 team fight. Yes, they still have great pick potential on the top side of the map due to G2, but especially if they lose map control and you're dealing with on the side of G2. Although, as I say that, I mean, Caps is dashing on over, wants to get at least some vision in the river and maybe poke their head in and see what they can see. As the ward goes in, the smite is Broken Blade went for a very aggressive trade himself.
No kills just quite yet, though, Valdez, as everyone just able to get out of everything. I am expecting to see... Whoa, not that.
Yeah, the leash right at the end of it. Cream is going aggressively in, and Caps just on the run here, but gets knocked up as the clone is going to be chased in the river. And meanwhile, down on the bottom side, here's Tan once again, and he's got Nature's Grasp. That will be the first blood given over to the Maokai. At 9 minutes is the dash out of 369, and here it is, the flash away, slicing Maelstrom immediately as Yike is under the turret. He's in a lot of trouble, and down he will go. 369 in the 1v2 will win it, but here is Caps in the top lane, and immediately he trades it back. So G2, well, it's a little shaky there at first, but they do.
It comes through, and too many tower shots end up getting taken down. But then 369, he's a bit big for his britches. It doesn't realize that there's a LeBlanc around the corner.
Oh boy, meanwhile, looks like Broken Blade has overstayed his welcome. Mako looking to punish this one as he's in the alcove, and he can run around in there, but 1Q will get the job done. Even Solar Flare as well, as somehow he gets a equalizer off, actually.
But they could potentially still look for a dive on the bottom side as Mako leaves some pressure mid.
Yeah, Caps just have the Mimic Distortion. That's going to get this TP, though, out of the side of G2, as it is Broken Blade. Does not have the equalizer, and not quite enough damage to get on top of him. Mako will respond with a Respect Flash to come out, but now Broken Blade, awkward spot, but here comes Thorell. The engage on a 2. The Magnet Storm is huge, as everybody on the side of G2 is here, and they do collapse and get 2 kills in the mid. Looking good for Hansama right now.
Hansama is able to just step so far forward here because they have enough vision control on the bottom side of the map, and 369 has no idea where so many of the members of G2 are that he has no opportunity to even try to contest the bottom lane structure. So it will be the first threat going over to G2, but it's very quickly matched, but still a little bit of extra goal as Tiana has to run.
Yeah, he has to get away from this one as a Q could come down from Mickey X, and Tian just has to go back in. He knows he's going down here without much recourse, although here comes Cream. He's going to line up 2, and now the re-engage from the side of Top Esports. A lot of low health bars, but they can't quite get a kill. Finally, Jackie Love will get one, but he has to flash away. Mickey X, the second to eventually fall as they're diving Jackie Love in the top lane, and they will take him down. But Cream is such a huge menace on this Yone. And that is going to be the route here. Unbound Soul comes in, and Broken Blade will give the double kill over to Cream. Top Esports is mid.
Push 369 away from this side of the map.
Hansama's just on a ward. He has no idea as he's getting flashed on by a Maokai, but it might actually bite them back as no, Hansama will be stunned down, and Tan is totally fine as in goes Jackie Love. And
the rest of the game, because Top Esports, it feels as though their composition is a little bit easier to play in some ways. You have the Ken and you have the Yone, who can both create a lot of pressure in the side lanes, and they don't ever have to get battle to G2, and they can just fight him anyway.
Caps just isolated, has nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down, and the 2 carries right now are Cream.
Game, but as the Rift Herald does crash, with about 2 minutes left on the Hextech Dragon, we're going to have to look at how Top Esports can continue to build up some of these small advantages. But with the Dragon still spawning in about 10 seconds, Top Esports will be able to take control of the mid lane first.
Yeah, the mid-prio definitely going to be very important. They're just going to flash onto the LeBlanc. Not sure about that one, but honestly, it's still working. As the Nature's Grasp, he puts himself in such an excellent position. As now the slicing Maelstrom onto everybody. It finds all of the front line of G2. They all get decimated.
Massive gold lead and a massive actually coming through for Top Esports. They're going to get this mid lane turret. They should be able to get the bot lane turret. They're going to be getting this Hextech Dragon as well.
When it gets fed, you can see the power of this pick in this position specifically, especially once you begin to build some AP and you can just poke people down, as now looks like Caps is caught once again, but they're trying to get on top of Jackie Love, and they will. It's a shutdown over the bars, but no, they're so out of position, and everybody on the side of G2 is once again going to be caught up here. They sacrifice Jackie Love, but they take 3 people with them.
And Yike is too low. He's not going to be able to do anything about this Baron as it does go down. Jackie Love has to just pull out the water. He knows, like, like, yeah, that was fine. The rest of my team does have this after all. And 369, another massive ult in another team fight. Caps will try to do something, but he has nothing to say.
Yeah, Caps, he's desperate to just try to do whatever he can, as now Yike is going to get into the backside of this pit, but Top Esports, they're not going to take any risks with this one. They're going to stop hitting the Baron. They immediately turn onto the Vi, and Yike doesn't really have an angle to get into this one. It is pretty low, and he nearly does get in there, but it's not quite going to happen. As now Mako, you see Mickey X, he's like, maybe I can get in on the action. Well, the answer is no. Well, I suppose he does get in on the action, but he'll just immediately die, as the kill will go over to Jackie Love, and Top Esports, they are running away with this game.
The Baron buff comes through on top of Han Sama, just means that the bars goes down very quickly, and with so many resources spent on trying to take down Jackie Love, you have nothing left for the rest of the team, and now we'll see how many structures they can get. Ultimate's already out.
Yeah, they're just pushing forward. The Nature's Grasp going to create so much room as Caps is just flying all over the map, and now Cream is going to get in there as well. The damage to Equalizer is actually very nice, but do they have the follow-up? It looks like the answer is absolutely no, as Cream just waltzing into 4 people. He even gets away alive. Not sure why he was walking that way, but you know, it's fine. He survives.
4v4 with no ultimates. It's going to be very difficult to make anything happen, as more and more gold will be going over. A 4,000 gold power play gets to 5 power cannon in it. At the same time, Top Esports is going to be cleaning up the dragon. They're going to be starting it, and Yike not even able to get to the dragon.
He just can't get in, and Mako's just the security guard right in the front. Hansama already has to cleanse before the fight even really begins. They find Yike, and he is just isolated. Down he goes. The Equalizer doesn't hit anyone, and now Top Esports gonna send it right into that backline. It is an absolute decimation as they clean them up in the mid lane, and Top Esports, they might have just booked themselves a ticket to the finals.
369 only rolling 9 so far in this game. This cannon looking absolutely monstrous, and now Top Esports, like you said, 10,000 gold in the lead, 26 minutes in. G2 have to rely on Caps to try and do something to keep this game going.
Oh, and he's just being dove on as well. The Maokai, you can't get away from that, as there is no follow-up. It doesn't matter. The rest of the team is just hitting the turrets. They don't care about the LeBlanc. You see Mickey X once again desperate to try to peel off of the Nexus, but it's not going to happen. Mickey X will go down, and Top Esports, now they're just playing with their food. This has not been a close 2-0, but it is a 2-0. Top Esports will move on to the final.